Well, time for me to review a movie from this director who's made a bunch of great movies, but I've only seen this in Pulp Fiction from him. Don't hate me in the comments. Okay. Hey there guys, what's up? It's all about Mike 18 here, back with another movie review. Guys, if you've seen my last two videos, I posted a personal rant video about copyright strikes, and then after that I would have posted a review for The Revenant. And now this is going to be my review for the Hateful Eight, just to let you guys know ahead of time. But just as a bit of a recap, if you haven't seen those other two videos, I was given a copyright strike for my movie review of Carol, which has now been taken down from my YouTube channel. I now cannot upload videos longer than 15 minutes. I also cannot do custom thumbnails until this copyright strike gets lifted. It is supposed to last until June currently, which is bullshit. And unless it's the strike is retracted from those who sent it to me, I am not going to be able to film videos longer than 15 minutes. So that's why I'm sitting close to the camera as opposed to further back, so I can see the time and thus speed up this review. And what I had done today is I had gone into the city to do a double feature to see The Revenant and The Hateful Eight, because both of those movies are in very limited release right now. And so I wanted to see them and review them because it's the almost end of the year. I want to do my top 10 list and all that stuff. And I come home, I've seen both movies, had such a great day, you know what I mean? And then I filmed both the reviews. My Revenant review was over 19 minutes long, and my Hateful Eight review was 21 minutes long. And then I go on YouTube and they tell me, copyright strike, you can't upload videos longer than 15 minutes. So now I'm reshooting this video. It has to be under 15 minutes. So I'm going to be a lot less detailed than I was in my 21-minute long video. So I'm going to keep this quick. I'm just going to go into premise, what I liked about the movie, what I did not like about the movie. This will be done in 15 minutes. Has to be. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Watch my copyright video, and I will explain more about what I'm going to do to fix this, hopefully. But I apologize to all of you guys. Also, real quick, AMC Theaters, they're giving free IMAX Star Wars posters out. Go get them. Just had to make that note. Also, check out my Revenant review. I'd leave an annotation to it, but I cannot. Thanks, YouTube. Another copyright strike problem. Anyway, guys, The Hateful Eight, okay, is Quentin Tarantino's 8th movie. And that's right. I have now only seen 2 movies from the guy. This and that. Pulp Fiction, okay? I'm sorry, yes, I haven't seen Inglourious Basterds. I have not seen Kill Bill. I have not seen Django, okay? I'm sorry. I'm going to get on them. I've got a busy life. I will watch them eventually. I will. But I have now seen The Hateful Eight, Tarantino's newest movie that has had a lot of controversy. He's been blasted because the script got leaked and he wanted to almost shelf this movie, didn't even want to make it at some point. But I was definitely looking forward to The Hateful Eight after I've seen the trailer. The premise for this movie goes as follows. I'm going to keep it really simple. The movie is set somewhere in the 1850s, 1860s, right after the events of the Civil War, and I know that because Confederacy is brought up and Abraham Lincoln is brought up several times throughout the movie. But we are introduced to a cast of characters, very different people, different occupations. We have bounty hunters. We have 2 bounty hunters. We have a bounty, okay, that the bounty hunters want to get a reward for, or a bounty hunter wants to get a reward for. We have a sheriff. We have a hangman. We have a cowboy. We have a stagecoach rider, all right? All these people are essentially trapped in a cabin together during the winter, during a severe blizzard. All right, and the bad problem is they're very wary of each other, you know what I mean? They're suspicious. They don't know if they can trust everyone. Some people may not be who they say they are, okay? They may be lying to certain people, okay? And we really are trying to focus on one of the main bounty hunters, this guy right here, played by Samuel L. Jackson. He's one of the bounty hunters. We also have another bounty hunter played by Kurt Russell. Jennifer Jason Leigh plays the bounty of Kurt Russell's character. And there we go. We have our movie. That is The Hateful Eight, guys. Now, that is all I'm going to say about the premise of the movie, because I don't want to give anything away. But again, just watch the trailers and you'll basically get the concept of the movie. But But I want to also keep it vague. I'm trying to really sell this movie by saying, guys, listen, it's Tarantino. It's his 8th movie. He's re-collaborating with Samuel L. Jackson. There you have it. Tim Roth is also in this, okay? His Pulp Fiction alums. They're all in this. Go see it. There you go. Perfect reason. Now, guys, just to give a little preface as to how I saw The Hateful Eight. They did a special screening of this movie, as they are in basically every single city. There's like one theater in every city that's doing this, okay? They're screening the movie, because the movie was shot in 65mm film anamorphically, okay? So there's very wide aspect ratio. So Tarantino sought out several theaters that could project the movie in 70mm film. So what they're doing is called the Hateful Eight Roadshow 70mm film. Okay, so the film is being projected on 70mm, and it has an intermission in the middle of the movie, because this movie is 2 hours and 40 minutes long. There's an intermission smack right in the middle for 15 minutes. So it feels very like old school to go to this movie and have an intermission and see it projected on 70mm film, which looks so freaking gorgeous, by the way. And that was so refreshing to me because I'd never had that experience before in my life. Not only did I love the hell out of The Hateful Eight, and I'll get into that, but I loved my experience watching this movie. I just had to make that known because that was freaking awesome. But guys, The Hateful Eight, okay? I went into this movie thinking, I like it. Okay, it'll be pretty good. I'll enjoy it. I don't think it'll be like high up on my top 10 list. I came out of this movie saying, boy, was I wrong. Guys, The Hateful Eight is a wildly entertaining, deeply, darkly humorous, just utterly gory, just over-the-top movie, okay? Those are some of the best words I can use to describe this movie. It is just pure fun. Okay, this is some of the most fun you will have in a movie theater all year long. And let me preface this: if you do not like blood and gore and violence, first off, stop complaining that that's all Tarantino knows and that's how he makes his movies. Just stop. Okay, that's Tarantino's style. Let him have his style. Okay, enough said. My other thing with that. You can't handle that, you're not going to have fun during this movie. If you can't handle that, you're going to have a blast during this movie. Guys, I love the shit out of The Hateful Eight. I had so much fun with this freaking movie. I was not expecting it to go into all the directions it went. This movie works as a comedy. It works as just a western. It works as a drama. It works as all of those things. And that is why just the mixture of genre, the outrageously witty, smart and intelligent screenplay, also written by Quentin Tarantino, is brilliant. The best original screenplay you will see all year for a movie is in The Hateful Eight. Room, amazing original screenplay. Spotlight, Bridge of Spies, I think, had an original screenplay. All of them are great. Do they top Tarantino's The Hateful Eight? No. This man is one of the best writers on the planet, okay? He also won for Pulp Fiction, and I believe he won for Django, which I did not see at the Oscars, and I think he's going to three-peat it again with The Hateful Eight. He absolutely deserves it. The screenplay in this movie is downright incredible. In every aspect of the word, it's funny, it's darkly funny, it's hysterical, it's darkly hysterical, it's over the top, it's violent, it's bloody, it's gory, it's riddled with tension, it's compelling, it had me guessing. It's that type of movie where you're like, who's gonna betray who? Who's gonna shoot who here? You know, it keeps you guessing, it keeps you on the edge of your seat throughout the entire thing in a really fun and entertaining way, not like we're so serious thriller type. And I'm not saying a serious thriller is bad, I'm just saying that the Hateful Eight has its own type of style, and that is due to Tarantino, who is now a master behind the camera, guys. His 8th film, God knows what he's doing. He's one of the best directors, okay? Everyone will say that, and I know I'm saying that because I love this movie. I love Pulp Fiction. I love both of them, and I think the guy is masterful. And I love how he is able to voice his art, his love of art, his love of movies through his own unique style. And people bash him for using violence, and they're probably going to bash him for using violence of women in this movie. I know he's going to get heat for that. Don't bash him for that. This is how he tells stories. As a storyteller, you take risks. You go out of the ordinary, and he absolutely went out of the box with the Hateful Eight, and I absolutely admire and respect him for that. For shooting on 70mm film, taking these risks with the leaked script, okay, going over the top with the gore and the guts and the blood, which is just, so amazing. The script, his direction, excellent. The movie is shot gorgeously, guys, okay? Excellent cinematography in this one for sure. Excellent camera movements, nice swift pans. But again, there are some shots that may hold on characters. And maybe it's not like The Revenant where we get like a 5-minute one take. But we do have longer takes of shots of characters just, running through the dialogue, which is so incredibly just... What's the word? Visceral? No, that's not the word I was looking for. Amazing. It's so amazing. Cast-wise, guys, this is the best ensemble we've probably had in a movie all year long. Okay? Samuel L. Jackson, man, is gold. You can put that guy in a chair right in front of me and just have him talk to me exactly like he talks in this movie for 4 hours straight. I would never get bored. Samuel L. Jackson is a joy to watch in this movie. One of my favorite performances from an actor all year long. I love him in this movie. He's so entertaining to watch. He's such a boss in this movie. He is a total badass. Alright? I love that just every single character in this movie is so fully capable of bringing their characters to life and adding their own charm and charisma into these characters, thus making them come to life and thus making us just attach to these characters and get so invested into what is going on in the plot. Samuel L. Jackson is one of those examples. He is brilliant in this movie. What's his face? Russell. The guy, he's Kurt Russell, there we go. Almost forgot his name. Where has this guy been? Okay, I have not seen him in a movie in years. He gives one of the best performances I've seen in so long from him. He is he's so messed up in this movie, but at the same time, you just latch on to the guy. He has a great charm to him. I love Kurt Russell in this movie. Jennifer Jason Leigh is also amazing, and I know she takes a lot of hits and punches and whatnot to the face because she is the bounty. Guys, she's the bounty, okay? If this was a male, people wouldn't be going nuts, alright? It's because a female, she's getting hit in the face, she's getting spit on and whatnot. She's the bounty, okay? She may be plotting something dirty up her sleeve, just for all what you guys know, okay? That is why this is happening. Tim Roth is great. Damien Bashir, Bruce Dern is amazing. I love the entire cast in this movie. They're all excellent. Walton Goggins, who plays the sheriff, amazing as well. Just excellent ensemble cast. The score is amazing. I cannot get the obviously it sounds a lot better than me humming it shittily like I just did, but it's so incredible. I can't get that. Just the score is amazing. One of the best scores of the year for sure. It feels so Western and just old style, old school, you know what I mean? I love it. Production design, costumes look amazing. Just the actual set. I love how the setting of this movie works to its advantage because they are in this cabin in the middle of nowhere essentially, and you get that really like isolated claustrophobic feel. You feel the elevated tension because people are trying to figure out who's on what side and who's going to double cross who, and it just really adds to the excitement and the tension within this movie. Everything else just worked brilliantly. I can't really think of a flaw, okay guys? If I had to complain about one thing, I would say this movie is long. Tarantino's movies are always long though, so it's not like it's a surprise. Tarantino has long movies. He makes long movies. The one thing I would cut down a few scenes. That's it, okay? There's one boring... not boring. Why did I say boring? I'm rushing this at this point. You guys can tell. There's one moment... I love the first 20 minutes of this movie. I got introduced to some of the main characters brilliantly. Then there's a patch where they get to the cabin, and it got a little slow for me, but then it picked right back up. Excitement, blood, gore, guts, violence... excellent. The special effects were excellent because Greg Nicotero teamed up with Tarantino. It looked amazing. Guys, apart from that one little patch, I would have maybe trimmed a few things out. The Hateful Eight is one of my favorite movies of this year. Way high up on my list. I love this movie. Please go see this if you haven't. I'm going to give The Hateful Eight a solid grade of a 9.5 out of 10 or a grade of an A. This is a movie that absolutely needs to be seen before the end of the year if you have not done so already. Guys, thank you so much for watching my review for The Hateful Eight. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought of it down below in the comments. If you haven't, go see it. All I can say. Guys, I'm so sorry I have to cut this video short, but it's got to be shorter than 15 minutes so I can get it up on YouTube because of that copyright strike. I'm going to try to fight it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for my top 10 videos and a couple other movie reviews. Bye, guys.